Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sahar. Today is going to be a face-off between two e.l.f. products. I repurchased this recently, and this is how I found out that there's a sister. There's a dark side. This is the matte version. I didn't know that e.l.f. came out with a matte version of their Power Grip. So I had to pick it up. And yes, we're doing a video today. Before anything else, if you like these type of videos, please give me a like, hit subscribe button down below, comment down below what you'd like to see next, what are your favorite type of videos, and also hit that ding that notification bell to be informed when I upload. Let's get to it. So I was very surprised when I found out that e.l.f. had a new product out in Canada. Can you believe it? Canada never gets new products, and e.l.f. is really stepping up with their bringing new products to Canada game, which I'm very happy about. That meant I had to purchase 2 primers instead of 1, and we are trying this out today. So let's talk about the original Power Grip Primer. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Hydra Grip Primer. A lot of people say this is great, and I actually try it. It's one of my favorite primers, if not my favorite primer. Actually, this is my first bottle, and it is completely empty, and that is why I went to repurchase this, and that's how I found her sister, Miss Matte, and I am so excited to try this out. I actually did a 2-day wear test trying both of them side by side, and I switched sides the next day just to see if there's any changes, and my thoughts are the same. So I don't know if you can see in the video, but the Power Grip Primer versus the mattifying primer, there's a little difference to the consistency. The Power Grip is definitely less viscous than the mattifying primer. The mattifying primer, definitely you can feel it be thicker. It doesn't even have a pump because of how thick it is. It is a little bit harder to slather on the mattifying primer on my skin versus the Power Grip Primer. I did notice both of them were tacky to the feel once you set them on your face. So I put both on my hand just to see the dry down. They're both drying the same. I don't know if you can see that. The mattifying primer is slightly tackier than the Power Grip. The Power Grip's actually not tacky anymore. The foundation I use every single day, it's the it's the Fit Me by Maybelline, the matte and poreless one. I am in the shade 118 Light Beige. I use this foundation every single day, so I kind of know how it performs. The first day I tried this, I set my e.l.f. primer to the right side of my face and the mattifying primer to the left side of my face. Now I have a bunch of scarring, I have a bunch of uneven skin tone, and I have a little bit of a acne situation on different parts of my face, and that is why the next day I reversed where I put these primers on my face. On the first day, I did notice that the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer was a little bit smoother, but I would notice areas where my dry skin would peek through a little bit more than usual, which I didn't expect from the Power Grip Primer. The mattifying primer, however, held up pretty nicely. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I did not notice any mattifying properties. Even when I first put my foundation on, I didn't notice that it was extra mattifying than usual. And this is a mattifying foundation. This is the matte and poreless foundation, so I was expecting some kind of extra mattifying effect versus the original Power Grip, but I really did not see any difference. Now, at the end of the day, they both showed some oils peeking through, especially the nose area, around the forehead, and the cheek area was relatively the same. I didn't really notice, again, any mattifying effect on the matte side. The second day, I tried to switch these two on my face. So I put the matte primer on the right side of my face and the original Power Grip on the left side just to see if there's any difference. And again, I didn't really necessarily notice any kind of mattifying effect on top of what my matte and poreless foundation was already giving me. I also didn't experience any kind of lengthening of or suppression of my oils after the 12-hour mark. I go to work, I have a 9-to-5, so I do wear this throughout that day to see how it holds up. And I didn't notice any special difference between the two of them. Now, I do like wearing these primers because it really does help to hydrate my skin and lessen the dry patches from my acne scarring versus when I don't wear these primers. But between them both, if I'm being completely honest, I don't see a difference after the 12-hour mark. I don't even see a difference right after I put it on. And if there is a difference, it's very, very minimal. At the end of the day, I did notice the mattifying primer to be slightly more matte, just slightly, but not at all. It gave me a little of it gave me like a satin effect on my cheeks versus the Power Grip, which was more shiny in comparison. But again, these were minute observations that I would have not noticed had I not really looked and observed my skin. Forehead was the same. The oil started peeking through. My nose the same. My mouth the same. I am oily combination, so my cheeks tend to be a little drier than my T-zone. And yeah, I noticed they just performed the same. If I would recommend you anything, I would actually still prefer to go with the original Power Grip just because, okay, just because of how much easier it is to rub or to spread on your skin. That's it. Nothing else. I do think the mattifying is a little bit more hydrating and tackier. Overall, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with either of these two. If you want this, I don't think there's gonna be a stark difference. As you see in the videos, at the end of the day, they look exactly the same. If you like the Power Grip, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like the mattifying base matte grip. I know we wanted all to see like a stark difference between the two because one is the Power Grip original and one is a mattifying product, but unfortunately, that was just not the case for me. Everyone's skin is different, so maybe we're gonna experience this differently. But I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful in any way. If you did, please subscribe down below, like this video if you did. Comment down below if you tried both and what your observations were. And please ding that notification bell to be informed when I upload. I'm actually planning on making a video of this NYX primer right here, so stay tuned for that. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!